Perth 2020. Society is in ruins, and a virus runs rampant among the world's humble citizens. They are lost. In these dark times, three wayward nerds cross paths at the House of India and realize they are destined to be friends. And so they did. This is their story. The story of The Side Quest.
Welcome back to the Side Quest Podcast. My name's Matt.
I'm BJ.
Hi, welcome back to the SideQuest Podcast. My name is Luke.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's for all the other, do that to me.
Yeah.
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 Dude, just stop acting like such a fucking,
No, I don't.
fag.
There you go.
I was going to not be here for this episode.
Oh, no.
Yep.
It was going to be another BJ Luke talk Kingdom Hearts or Sonic or one other second episode.
But, so I was supposed to go to, yesterday I was supposed to fly out to Florida for a job. And partly why none of those shells are uninstalled is because Jake Monday, or it was like Sunday, picked up all my tools and was like, all right, well, I'll drive them down on Monday and I'll pick you up from the airport. And then at 2:30 he texted me that they arrived in Florida and he was like, there's not even drywall installed, do not get on the flight. And so I was like, let's go. And then those came in last night. I was like, dude, BJ, let's just put them up. And then we can start putting some stuff on there. It'll be a lot of fun. And then I was like, fuck, I don't have any of my tools. They're still in Jake's truck. So, yeah. Oh, well. But I'm glad I don't have to go to Florida right now.
I was going to say, when will you have to? Are they having to stay down there? Or are they making a trip back?
They're going to make another trip, but...
God damn. Do you know when? Or have an inkling?
No, I don't. It might be next week. Drywall shouldn't take more than a week, but...
Well, me and BJ can plan another podcast of shit that, you don't care about.
Yeah, we'll talk about cool stuff that day.
Fuck you. And,
speaking of cool stuff, I want to hear about this mech game.
Dude, Mecha, so I've been playing we got the playtest, me and essentially everybody who wanted to, you instantly on Steam.
Yeah, they would just grant access automatically.
Nice.
It wasn't like a wait. You pressed it and then the notification came up before even leaving the page. And
I would love to have played it if they'd let me enter a goddamn username.
yeah.
So fuck you for that.
Was that just the Steam Deck? Probably some Steam Deck
Yeah, I was like, maybe
playable.
it doesn't work with the digital keyboard.
Yeah.
So I plugged in a physical full-size fucking keyboard and that didn't work.
Damn.
I think we should have tried with mine because mine is USB-C to USB-C.
I mean, maybe, but
It seems like it might have just been a Steam Deck specific issue because
But no, because I saw videos of people, because I looked it up before you even started the download.
But I looked it up on Reddit, and a lot of other people with Steam Decks were having that same issue.
Damn.
And they were all like, yeah, I tried copy and pasting from
I was
a different
about to
device.
say, trying to copy and paste your something.
Yeah.
that didn't work either. Fuck.
Yeah, it's...
Because it said playable.
Yeah.
So...
Well, playable is definitely just
So,
Some
But
stuff
usually
works.
playable just means the text is kind of small. You might have to get it closer to your face.
No, my favorite version of playable that'll be like, oh, it's playable. I'll check. Everything's in the yellow except it's formatted correctly. And I'm
Right.
like, cool. It's like, you'll need to use mouse and keyboard. You'll need to use this. The text is really small. It uses a different launcher to update. But hey, at least it runs. And you're like,
It
cool.
actually wouldn't have been too bad on controller, especially if you map the buttons the way, because there's essentially for every mech that you pilot, there's 3 abilities. It's kind of like an ultimate.
Yeah.
There's a primary, secondary, and then there's a an auxiliary, and then there's kind of an ultimate or a third ability. There's really 3 extra keys you need. Other than that, there's
I was gonna say, you've got the back paddles.
So
Yeah, well, I was gonna say just mostly like you don't really need a reload button, so technically X could work. And I mean, there's some mechs that use a reload button, or in case you have like a gun that you want to reload mid mag.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like always like you're just reloading after you fire a
Yeah.
bullet that needs to be reloaded. Automatically does it. So there's different like there's light, medium, and heavies. There's essentially like 4 different classes. There's a sniper, but sniper only has a light and a heavy, which actually is good because how it works is 6v6, and it'd be really awful to have 3 snipers on a team. Right now they're just limiting it to 2. You can do a light and heavy because you can't have the same mech on a team.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like Overwatch style hero shooter in that sense, where only one type of mech per team. And then there's brawlers, and there's like light brawlers, medium brawlers, and heavy brawlers. And the heavy ones are like like these again, just massive, bulky fucking dudes. And then you have like defensive, so you have like light defensive or medium and heavy defensive, and then you have like attacks that are just normal tech, and then you have these ones that are really cool, and it's essentially they're called I think they're like a flying type, where most of the time you're just like in a fucking like your like mech looks like a ship, and you're just like sending missiles and dropping bombs on people. Really fun. I did the light sniper for most of it. Really fun abilities where I'd have one where it was I could set up clones of myself, and then I would be hidden, invisible.
That actually sounds fun.
I would be invisible when you have a drone up. You're invisible, but every time you shoot, you reveal your location, and your drone does. But when you shoot with the drone also does light damage as well to essentially just convince people like that it could be you doing it. With the light sniper, you have like a charge up ability. The longer you stay scoped in, there's 4 levels of power you can do. And so for me, my 3 buttons was I had zoom in and then fire, or I could just hit fire, but that's only at the lowest power ability. I'd have deploy a drone, but you stay invisible around the drone from a certain perimeter, but you can set up I think up to 5 drones, and then there's like a cooldown timer for new drones. And then I had another ability which was very much like Widowmaker, where I had a ability to like grapple to a spot and then go invisible. And then again, once you fire, you like lose invisibility when you fire, and then it goes back to invisible. But that's a really fun ability because you just run away and then you'd zip on to like a building, and then you'd stay stationary there, and you can snipe from there. And then I had this other ability which was kind of like my ultimate, which is I could set down this like dome, and everybody inside the dome was immune to far range damage, but you can shoot through, and everybody inside that dome was invisible as well.
damn.
Yeah. And so but the best part about it though is, I mean, I was a light sniper, so I did not have a lot of health. I had pretty good maneuverability, and the biggest thing is I could just like go invisible. So I would just like post up somewhere, and you can like with my scroll wheel, I could scroll into the zoom, and I could zoom from across the map. There's a lock-on feature for most of these people, so when you like get locked on, you get a little bit of like how there's that circle around your peripherals, and it kind of tells you where like damage is coming from. You get like a circle where you're getting locked on from, and a lot of people don't mind that because if it's a lock-on ability, it's not like super powerful. But with the snipers though, you charge up a shot and you get a lock-on, you're doing a lot of damage. And so what was really nice though is that you're not, for the most part, you're not getting like one headshot by like in other Overwatch shooter styles. Or hero shooters, you're not getting one shot by somebody, or like in like 1 second you're not getting. I mean, to be fair, if I was like, my person was to go up against a heavy brawler, which is like high damage, close to close melee combat, I get
Decimated.
in 3 seconds I'd get decimated. But the best part is about my character is I just fucking do a clone, dash out of there, and then go invisible. And
Like it gives you plenty of time to be like, hey, you're viable to get out of the situation. You're
yes,
not fucked.
and so it really gives longevity to team fights, which I really liked, and because most of these are not like, it's not like Overwatch where you're going through a town and people can go in like in a building, find a spot. It's not like people where you have like places to hide. This is like you're in a full out map where I can snipe across map for a lot of them, or except for building. It's very out in the open, so it's all about, there are healers because there's defensive, there's brawlers, there's heavy attack, there's the flying type, and then there's snipers. I'm pretty sure the things. And in the beta they gave us like 400,000 like credits to use, and you get to create your own like custom character. The girls they're very much booby girls. Booby, like it very much reminded me of
The first one the preset was just Asuka.
And the other one was, who's the one with the light blue hair?
the
Ray.
mech.
Ray.
Oh, the mech like pilots.
Pilots.
In my head, I'm like, the mech's got titties. What?
No,
okay,
it's not
pilot.
not top 10 sexy bionicles.
Yeah.
I was showing the guys last night.
My, that
I was
shit
like,
was
Did you
crazy.
show them top 10 Sonic babes?
No.
That one's good.
Yeah,
We need to show Ezra that when we're all like high and drunk at the fucking cabin. Well, you'd have to download.
There
it.
was one, the first time I ever jumped in on the Discord call, they were watching just fucked up videos, and I overheard Matt doing it, and then I just joined in and I was like, hey, you guys want to see a video? Look up hair cake. Oh. And then they watched it, and then I left.
So
I still need to jump in that Discord. I always have time, or then I'm like, I'm in Discord with people from Mosk. We're playing Baldur's Gate,
dude,
or like
hop
then
in.
I jump in.
It's like, I get Discord now. Before, like seriously, before like Ezra and those guys, I was like, I don't understand Discord. Like I'm just gonna hang out, and then I did, and then it's just like, it just gets you in. Like you just start talking about a random thing, and then like everyone. What's cool is like everyone kind of, there's definitely different personalities, and the people like I don't vibe with as much, or I vibe with certain things a lot more with, and so it's like there's always going to be like either like somebody, you're talking about something and everyone's like agree, some people agree with you, and then there's other people that don't. So it's like no matter what comes up, it's generally like a good conversation that with like diverse
opinions.
So it's not like just an echo chamber of like people in there, and like even like dumb things. It's like, oh, some guy Nick, he bought you met Nick bought like a trial subscription to, I think it was Peacock, to watch the Olympics, and then we would just watch the Olympics and just shit on people, like, and just find people in the background.
Did you see the breakdancing?
Of course we did. We did. Yeah.
You see now they're removing breakdancing from the Olympics because of it.
Yeah. The whole thing with Ray Gun is crazy. So her husband was one of the judges to like officiate who got in to it. And it's like coming out super corrupt that she got into the women's.
You know what's even more fucked up is it was up against ballroom dancing to make it into the Olympics, and I would much rather have seen that.
Have you seen Strictly Ballroom? Mm-mm. That's a great like 90s film. It's essentially like Dirty Dancing,
but for ballroom dancing.
For ballroom dancing, it's this girl that like
I do fuck with Dirty
that
Dancing.
needs this.
I
needs
still
like
need to watch Dirty Dancing. Isn't that Swayze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
one
like-
of
it's one of the-
his sexiest.
Yeah, I still need to see Dirty Dancing.
The drama. And then have you seen the video of Tyler and I at Kevin's wedding? Me holding up Tyler and spinning him. Yeah, it's iconic. So ballroom dancing is about this girl who like is done ballroom dancing her whole life. She's not very like attractive, or she thinks she's not very attractive.
But then she takes her glasses off and lets her ponytail down, and then
she's got like the frizzy curly hair, and then she meets this guy who like she sees like dancing, and she's like, oh my god, he's like a really good dancer, but he dances in like not like Hispanic, like Spanish, like very like from Spain dancing style. And she's like, oh my god, like this is really good. And then she's like, I need you to be my dance partner. And he's like maybe. And then he ropes in her whole family, and then she learns this like it's not tango, but what is it? It's very tango.
Salsa.
Yeah, it's very like, but it's very tango-esque, and and she learns how to dance that way. And so then they're at the competition, and they're like, "You can't compete." And they're like, "Fuck it, we're still gonna dance." And they're all trying to stop her from dancing, and they do this like incredible performance, and it's sexy, and oh my gosh, Strictly Ballroom, amazing.
I can just picture Matt just like watching that, just be like,
That's me.
just like, yeah, yeah. I was gonna make a sex joke, but yeah, I forget I forget that you're Latino.
Yeah.
Stop.
So, Strictly Ballroom is amazing. Anyways, Mecha Breakout. Hop in the Discord, Luke. It's a good ass time. It really is. Especially with like Adam and Maul. They're always playing Elden Ring together. It's just fun to watch them.
Yeah, I know I need to. It just comes down to like, because I'm usually like I don't play very Discord like not appropriate, but very like Discord significant games where it's like all the shit I'm doing, like, damn, look at all these heavy ass cutscenes and shit, and I'd be like, I'd be silent as fuck, or like, because the thing is,
just if you get on Discord, stream that shit, and then
you think my internet's gonna let it stream? That shit's gonna be 2 FPS.
well, it's still just hop in and you can jump into a conversation.
I can hop in with what I'm playing now, just because it's very less story and just more like, fuck it. But like, I can
just
probably
do
do
it.
now.
It's a good ass time.
But like usually I'll be playing a game where it's like, here's this whole like 10-minute cutscene, and like I'm on Discord on my like PlayStation or Xbox, and having to go mute that is hit the button.
It's so
scroll
funny.
over,
Like
go
half
down.
of the guys
Yeah.
there like know, like definitely a lot of them know you just from the kayak trick, but also just how much I talk about like what we talk on the pod. And I'm like, dude, I was just talking to the guys about this, or like blah blah blah, and I'm always like, look at BJ this, look at BJ that.
So I jump in there and be like, hey, that's that guy who
And
likes
you're
this
like,
thing.
oh,
Yeah,
Luke. Yeah, you just be like, yeah, I have the podcast or that. They'll be like, oh fuck yeah. But Mecha Break is dope as hell. There's a bunch of great maps. And you don't feel too squishy or fragile in that game.
This is definitely a good kind of replacement for Gundam Evolution.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can do color schemes to a certain degree. You can't do like individual panels as much as you could in Armored Core.
Yeah, well, Armored Core is definitely like the, oh shit, this is what I want mech customization to be.
I think for people who play the playtest, they'll get to be able to keep all the stuff that they had.
That would make sense.
Which would make sense because they gave us a ton of stuff. Like they give you like, I think about like 20 like paint palettes that you can use for any like certain schemes of stuff, but there's like 30 more that you just spend like 400 credits on, which is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. They're not. I mean, obviously they're leaving some room to be like for like microtransactions, but with what I had, the most I spent was 70,000 out of my 400,000 credits. And what they'll do for some of the pilots is they'll give you a exclusive pilot and an exclusive skin for a mech. So it's just fun to be able to do that. And the one I had came with like, it was like an not Osaka, like a cherry blossom style theme on the mech, and it was really dope. But I didn't stick with that because I was like, I got this
trying
like,
out all the other stuff.
I was like, no, I had this one that was like gray and dark green, and I was like, this is dope as fuck. And also, like, I'm sure that it would help me like in battle, like being on landscape where I'm dark and green.
Speaking of dark green, that made me think of the Porsche, which should not be color changed. But guess what I saw on Marketplace like 2 days ago, Luke?
What?
An absolutely mint cherry Terreno. $20K though.
Worth it. Get it. Buy it.
I'm not going to.
It's the Takumi tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I was looking it up because I was like, how rare are they actually in the U.S.? And then I was like scrolling through Reddit, and then I was seeing posts of people like, yeah, a guy near me has one. He's willing to sell it. Should I get it? And then everybody's like, it's going to be way more expensive than you're expecting because of the fucking Takumi tax. And I was like, is that a real thing? And then looking through Facebook Marketplace, seeing all these cars like maxing out at like 5K, and then you see the Trueno for 20, and I'm like, yeah, Takumi tax is real.
Yeah,
It's wild.
I've been looking through for some Lexuses because what we talked about last week.
The good cars.
Yeah, I found something. I'm like, I actually would fuck with that hard.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking, because the thing is, I don't want to do a car payment. I think I've said
Makes
where
sened.
I'd rather buy used, but the used market's so fucked.
It's really bad.
I'm really hoping, you know.
I mean, that's why I got a new car.
Yeah.
Is I think it was like 2 years older, like a 2022 Tacoma with 18,000 miles was more like obviously this is not
expensive,
including
yeah.
like tax and all the other add-ons
Yeah.
was more expensive than the base car.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah,
And it's like I was like thinking the fact that I pay like $3,000 more for tax and extended warranty on a car that includes a lifetime powertrain warranty, which is like the engine, lifetime engine warranty. So no matter what happens to the engine, they'll fix it for free. It's insanely.
Yeah,
it's like that already pays for $3,000 over the lifetime of my
Yeah.
truck.
I was gonna say like
I'm not trying to go that new though.
I mean, I get it. Like, you know how much I also look on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
But
I think-
having a reliable car is what I need in my life right now. And I also just need to fix the Porsche. Even though what I've realized though is I actually got the Porsche at a steal. It was only $2,500 that I got that Porsche
That's
for.
fucking
Damn.
nothing for that car.
I know.
For
Yeah.
how good that shit
With
is.
90,000 miles, and the only thing that needs to be replaced is the clutch with a pristine interior.
Yeah, the interior.
So I
is
already
perfect,
know that I
yeah.
got it for a steal, and I'm like, I just need to fix it up. And if it's pristine, I could sell it easily
Yeah,
for like
you,
$6,000.
And you just need to make sure the paint job stays the way it is.
This, I would do all black more before I did.
All black would be sweet.
Yeah.
before pinstripes or racing stripes. They're
But
not
like
pinstripes.
it looks cool though.
I agree, it looks cool.
And so you should just touch that up and make it look cooler.
Even though because the guy originally did what is it called? It's the kind that's like the peel off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Like a wrap.
it's paintable wrap.
Interesting.
That's like you'll see them in like rattle cans and stuff like that. They're like, oh yeah, like you can peel it off like a wrap, and it's just fading so much and so sun damage the paint that there's so many spots where just the black is rubbing off, and I can just like swipe my hand and then there'll be red,
Yeah.
the original Royal Guard red. So
Well, let's talk about Initial D.
let's talk about Initial D.
We're in fourth stage. I said this the other day, but Kenta keeps coming to all the fucking races, and I haven't seen Takashi like all season. Haven't seen Shingo all season. The Sil 80 Impact Blue hasn't shown up at all. The boys aren't even in it as much.
They're barely like every 5 episodes you'll get a scene about the gas station.
Yeah.
And it's only when Takami's like, yeah, the race is getting pretty crazy. And even though it still seems like he's running Tofu, but
Well, he was, but now Bunta has bought a used car, which Luke, I don't know. This is not going to be in the movie that we're going to watch, but Takami like goes home one night. He's going up on Akine to practice, and
I think he's just going home from a race.
he might be, but he is up on Akina and it's late. And is it? It's a WRX, isn't it?
Did they make?
I'll tell you the specs. So, in the 90s, it was. I've told you a little bit about Group. So after last week's, I showed Luke and BJ some videos of like some different races. We showed
You showed us
Pikes Peak, which is
You also
crazy,
showed us fucked up.
Which is just a place where people go to die.
and not as much as Isle of Man.
Yeah,
Isle of Man.
Isle
We
of Man,
saw deaths.
If you would like to become a pace, go to the
Yeah, Isle of Man
race,
TT
apparently.
races, which are motorcycle races, and like the record. I watched the video. The record of this guy, he was set like in 2016. His average was like 130 miles per hour with like top speeds of like 250.
Well, like we were watching one of the videos we watched was them playing like some dad rock Creed shit.
Yeah.
Of people dying in Comic Sans. Rip George.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
as
even
they're
a last name.
ragdolling.
Yeah.
As they're
Yeah, you see a
ragdolling.
guy's neck like break in half as he hits the concrete. and
yeah.
it's just
Isle
like-
of Man is insane. So after doing that, I told him. So Group B was like this time where it was like rally racing, but they had to like cars had to make a. They like manufacturers would make a car that was like didn't have to respect any sort of like limitations. They're like,
Yeah.
just make the craziest car you can. Essentially all the parts had to come from your factory. You couldn't get like an engine from side, but like you're like, oh yeah, your engineering team just make something crazy. So there's Group A though, which is I forget the name of it, but it's essentially a homologation. It's a homologation car where they would make a car that they would sell to the public. But essentially, they're like, oh, this has to be a car that you sell to the public that is also in your races. You can change things to the interior. You can rip the interior, but it has to be the same engine and the same body style, essentially. And so that's Group A. The car that he has is the Group A homologation car, which is a 2-door WRX, which is rare because all WRXs are 4-door. Mm-hmm. So this is homologation car where it's a 2-door WRX. And with I forget the rules. It has to be 15,000. You have to produce 15,000 of these cars for it to be homologized or
Yeah, for it to qualify.
For it to be this is, oh yeah, it's in the market. It's one of your cars that you sell to regular people. That's the WRX that he has. It's a 2-door WRX, which are, again, very rare.
But basically, Takumi comes home one night, and Bunta's like, hey, you keep taking it to all these races and everything now, and you pretty much worked off the debt. The car's yours. Don't worry about it. You got to take care of it now, but I think I might just get something used. And Takumi's like, what the fuck? He wants to get a used car? Why would he do that? And then he goes up to Akina, and he's driving one night, and he sees headlights come around the corner and fucking on his ass immediately. And he's like, who the fuck is this guy?
I'm the king of fucking...
Yeah, nobody
Akina
could beat me on the downhill on Akina. So he hooks into the curve to do his signature cornering, and then the WRX does it immediately after him. And then just fucking peels off and leaves him in the dust. And he's like, there was fucking nothing I could do. I don't know who that guy is, but he just ate my ass up. And
the next day, they do the thing where Takumi's spacing out again, and he's just been fucked up that somebody beat him so easily.
Yeah,
you find out it's Bunta.
It's 100%.
Yeah, and then he sees Bunta that night. Doesn't mention it at all.
Yeah, it's so funny that they're I mean, it's so clear
that seems like Bunta though, where he's just he does it because he can, and then he's just I don't need to brag about it. I did it.
No, I mean he's always speaking cryptically, anyways.
True.
Which, to be fair, Ryosuke is doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, now Ryosuke has picked up that strategy.
Yeah,
he was just telling Takumi exactly what to do,
and then now he's like, just beware on this one corner. Be careful what he does. And he's like, yeah, he knows what to do.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because if I were to compare it to any other shonen anime, because it's definitely a shonen, is very similar to One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Because Takumi's the guy. No matter how much.
I mean, the first race with Keisuke, they're literally oh, he's not gonna show up.
Yeah.
Which is 1-to-1 One Punch Man.
Yeah. So it's very much One Punch Man because everyone's like, oh my gosh, this guy's defeated all of the best people.
He looks stupid.
There's no way anyone could beat him. Takumi, you have no fucking chance.
And Takumi trounces the motherfucker.
Takumi wins. So it's just one, but at the same time, then there's but in the background of Takumi is always gonna be Bunta, just being the fucking goat.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Initial D ends with Takumi finally beating Bunta? That's what they gear up for.
They should, because even Bunta's he will be better than me.
Yeah, but he's always he's not there yet.
Yeah, 100%. He's not there yet.
They pull the end of Fast 7 where it's he finally beats him, and the panels literally them going separate ways of he's an adult, he's done his thing.
Speaking of, we just watched Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah,
and it kind of makes me furious.
It is fundamentally it's fundamentally the worst and but funniest one in the series.
But there's because the next one is Initial D. Is Initial D.
It goes The Fast and Furious, which is them stealing VCRs.
Up on Akina
but they do things. They destroy the character of Roman in the later films where he's just an idiot. They disregard the fact that Tej is with Suki.
Well, I think that's just because the actress quit acting. So that's
maybe, but at least explain it just a side thing, because the problem is though what we said is that when you make such big movies that are not just one-offs and that it's a full congruent story, you have to explain everything. Or now it's just now
it just doesn't make sense.
Now it just
even the shit they do explain doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, just say because now they're we have this new hot chick, this new black chick, and now Tej is in with her. It's the fuck happened to Suki? They were like
to be
hella
fair,
in love and sexy with each other.
The chick before her was Gal Gadot until she died. So like
Gal Gadot was with,
and she's
Gal
alive
Gadot
now.
got with
Han.
Han.
But I'm saying like she was the other hot chick in the group at that point. And so then yeah, like that's the thing. She left and then they brought Ramsey in, and now she's just like the other.
Because in
woman.
1 and 2, it's clear that they're like these are different stories. We're not like gonna bring we're not gonna intersect the two stories because they're not even talking about Dom or what's the chick Dom's sister.
They mention like
It's not Letty. Letty's the girlfriend.
Mia.
Mia.
They don't even mention
Yeah.
Mia, who was the love interest in one.
You know those actresses were originally switched. Letty's
I would have
actress is
been
gonna be
pissed
Mia.
if Letty got with Brian. That makes no sense.
No. I mean, like, Letty wouldn't have gone with Brian, but it would have been Jordana. Like, the actresses tried
She's
for the
not.
other roles.
She's
100%.
too butch.
It doesn't
Yeah.
work. Yeah. Well,
She's too butch.
dude,
She would have been making Brian a sandwich every day.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Brian
Tuna
would be the one
sandwich.
making sandwiches and that.
100%.
Yeah, let's be
I know
honest.
that tuna fucking sucks. Why you keep coming over here?
He wouldn't. They wouldn't have had to do anything. He goes here, tuna sandwich, and she just smacks him, and be like, "This tuna fucking sucks. Get out."
Do you
But
think?
if Mia had been Letty, it would have basically just turned her into.
I've never seen like the red carpet stuffs of Letty or the actress that plays Letty, but like it's definitely seems that she gets typecast as like the hardcore.
Yeah, because she's the same character in the Resident Evil movies.
Yep.
And the same character in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And
I think that's her best movie though.
I don't know.
I agree, but I
Well-
just don't
well,
know who
they-
she is behind the camera. Like maybe she's like I like to wear dresses. I wouldn't know.
She's a real sweetheart from all the stuff that
I'm sure she is, but like I don't know. Like if she is like I just don't know who she is.
the thing is-
her and Vin have been friends
Because
for like decades.
in all the Fast and Furious, she's the one that's like with the fucking like is gonna be like bandage wrapping her boobs down like kind of girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like I just don't know who you are. Like
I
behind
know
the
she used
the
to
screen.
play D&D and Tekken and shit with Vin when they were kids.
Yeah, and that's
Have you
why she was in
seen-
Resident Evil. 'Cause
Yeah.
she told her manager, she was like, if a script ever comes out, I don't care what you have to do, get me in it.
Have you seen the who's the guy who plays the Punisher?
John
John
Bernthal.
Bernthal, yeah.
that
Have you
video
seen the
from
John
today.
Bernthal
Deborah Ann
with
Wolf,
the-
yeah, with Deborah Ann Wolf, and he
this,
got it.
This
like,
is one of the most magical things I've seen on on a podcast,
Dude,
Is
beautiful.
when she's like explaining D&D and she goes, "Let's just
play it real quick."
You have a dagger and a sword and a bow, and you hear like rustling, and she goes like, how far away is it?" And he goes,
Well, no, the first thing he asks is, "Well, how far away is it?"
yeah, how
And
far away is it? She
Immediately,
goes-
I'm like,
she's
Yeah,
like,
he's already a D&D player.
he's like, make a perception check.
and then they kind of make it
Yeah,
up.
and then
so
he's
it
like, "Oh, an owlbear. Have I ever seen one of these before?" And she's like, "Make a history check." So good. And then you can see him smiling, and you're like, "Oh my god, John! If
He's
John
getting
I want to
Bernthal
see John Bernthal play D&D.
with
well, with her, Deborah Ann Wolf, I would get her in there.
Well,
'cause she's
I was
apparently
gonna
a good
say the
DM.
other good. I'm not talking about Critical. Who's the other guy that was in Critical One campaign? That's the big Joe.
Joe Manja, he was Deathstroke
Yes.
for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, with
and
Joe because
Crossbones
Joe
and, yeah.
he is a huge D&D nerd and has a whole room in his house. Get him with Joe
He was married to Sophia, whatever the fuck her name was.
Vergara.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, John Favreau, you stole John
Well,
Mangione.
Yeah.
they did. I think they
John
divorced.
Favreau stole Sofia Vergara away from Joe.
They divorced because I think Joe wanted like more kids and Sophia didn't. It was just kind of like a look. We want different things, but let's split amicably. But he apparently spent like a shit ton of money to get like this really fucking solid D&D
really
table.
nice.
Yeah,
I saw the people. They made a YouTube video for the people that made his
his table.
table. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking nice.
Of course it is.
But yeah, no. That podcast clip is so cool because it literally was. It's like I don't get it, man. Like what's the point? And then just
She had him playing it for like
Yeah.
2 minutes.
and he got it because he started like asking questions and getting in. I'm like, let's fucking go,
yeah.
dude.
Now I want to see her lead a campaign with the other defenders.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, no. Get Charlie Cox in there. Get John Bernthal. You can leave the Iron Fist guy away. He's alright.
I think he would be fun.
He'd be fun. Definitely. Jessica
Especially
Biel.
since he fucking played Loris.
Oh yeah, he did. I keep forgetting that. Fuck. Damn. Went from one twink to another. Huh?
Have you seen the D23 stuff?
Kind of. I know. Skeleton Crew, that Star Wars show, which is supposed to be like Goonies in space. Goonies? No, yeah,
I think.
Goonies in
I
space.
thought you were asking for
No,
it.
I just had my hand like this.
I didn't see the trailer, but I saw that was announced, and then
Hear about Tron?
yeah, with Nine Inch Nails. Fuck yeah.
Pretty hype.
The only downside is fucking.
It's not Daft Punk.
Well, no, that I don't give a fuck about.
What?
Nine Inch Nails doing the soundtrack?
Sure, but Daft Punk is Daft Punk.
But Nine Inch Nails is Nine Inch Nails. Give me that shit any day over Daft Punk always.
Me and Matt were talking about it, and I was like, the only thing I think I would have been more okay with is if Magic Sword did it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
No,
I was showing Lee the other day. There was one day where I just was like, there's a Discord bot called Jockey Music.
Yeah.
And essentially,
we have that in our Mo's Discord. And
I just
place random shit.
I just like was the DJ for the
magic
night.
chord.
I was just the DJ for the night, and I was playing all sorts of shit, and we were playing a game.
That thing
called
you sent in
Pummel
our
Party.
group chat, I meant to text you about it. That shit was hype as fuck.
Hype as fuck.
And then
I wish I had given that song to BJ for our Cyberpunk campaign.
and then what made
it goes so hard.
What made it funnier is that when I went to their page, I was like, oh shit, they were on the Weeknd's album, and they did a couple songs for the Weeknd, and I was like, damn.
The funniest thing to me is they used In the Face of Evil, I think it was, for Thor 4. And on the YouTube like listing for that song, the comments is just full of like a bunch of people being like, loved this in Thor. But the prevailing voice is people saying like, oh, you're here for Thor, you got the wrong number.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. So I was just playing a bunch of music, and I had some, like, I threw in some Glitch Mob, and people were like, I haven't had listen to Glitch Mob in fucking ages. I was like, I love the Glitch Mob. But I was like, honestly though, and so I played some Magic Sword and some Time Cop, because Lee was like, I've heard like one song from Time Cop, and I was like, dude, Time Cop heals your soul, Magic Sword pumps you up. And we were playing that, and Lee was like, oh my god, this changed my life. And I was like, dude, just listen to the fucking Hotline Miami 2 like
And
soundtrack.
when you buy it on Steam, you get the soundtrack.
Yeah,
which is
I have
the
the
best
soundtrack
deal.
just on Steam.
yeah, just do that.
Can you?
And
Are you able, like, obviously, like, take those files and put them on other things, or is it just through Steam?
No, I'm pretty sure you can. You just have to download the album and then go into your file manager and open up the audio files.
I've been thinking about, like, because if they're on my Steam, I can just log on to Steam anywhere and just do it. Because I kind of just want to throw it on my, even though I could just do it on Spotify or wherever else. I think.
Oh, the Spotify ones are pretty good because there's like a great playlist that's 1 and 2.
Nice.
But I actually think that there's a couple songs that they don't have the rights to, or that were like exclusive to the soundtrack, that aren't like publicly
publicly on Spotify.
So even though the soundtrack, like with 1 and 2, is already, I think, like
It's like 100 songs.
I was gonna say about 90. It's about 90 songs, so you're not missing much.
Yeah, it's just like small things, dude. That was crazy. Which I'll get to that when I get play. But that moment in Travis Strikes Again where you just meet the fucking hotline.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
They dropped the new Moana trailer.
I'm gonna be honest. All of the sequels, even Incredibles 3, I was like, I don't care, man.
I'm okay with Incredibles 3, but
I guess,
I
but, like,
feel
like we're getting a
I really just don't like Disney these days.
We're getting a Frozen 3.
like, it's
and a
not
4.
the Disney I grew up, and I know that they're like, well, Disney's always created for kids, but like,
Well,
But they were creative though. That's the thing, is like all of their stuff was like, let's break the envelope and do something crazy. Like think about it. These
or
guys,
like, here's the thing that's dumb that you might be like, that's a dumb thing to like. Is like, I love the simplicity of these like the older movies. Like, I don't need these like complex things that like maybe try to teach somebody like something. I'm like, how about we just show like this?
I just want to see a toy cowboy pissed off at an astronaut.
Yes, or like, I don't know, like, let's just show like a because here's the thing is, they're like, a lot of people like, remember when the new Snow White came out, and they're like, we're not having a man be in this. So like, I'm also don't think that kids are picking up that like a man is like saving. What if this is just like a fun fairy tale story about like, because there's this whole controversy that like is going on now about, so Peter Dinklage is pretty publicly against using dwarfs in like any sort of movie, like cinema, like any sort of visual thing. He's very against, like, because he thinks it's what is it, the word love, like
Like, ooh, look at this little man.
yeah,
type shit,
yeah, or it's like casting that. He's very much again. The rest of people of these dwarf actors are like, fuck no, we want to be in movies. Like we had Willow, we had like there's all like, and so like when the new Snow White came out, they
And
were like,
none of
oh,
them were dwarves.
they're
Yeah.
called magical creatures, and they have one token dwarf in the magical creatures, and they're like, the fuck is this? Like it's Snow White and, the seven dwarves.
yeah.
Like put us in there.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck are you doing? And so but the problem is though is that now Peter Dinklage is like, because of Game of Thrones, is like the voice of this, and then he says like, no, you're not like sexualizing, but what is it like?
It's almost like flanderization,
Or
that's
like
the only thing.
like they're like like jokishly toyish, like fantasizing,
like mockery.
or just maybe fantasizing is the word, like of people with dwarfism, and it's like, and then like I see something of the.
We need to hear. Well, he died, didn't he?
Who?
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis is alive and well.
I thought he died like a year ago.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. We just watched
Because
Wicked.
that needs to be
Yeah.
We just
the
watched
opposing
Wicked.
voice.
Yeah, we saw Wicked and Willow.
And all of his kids are actors too, and they're all
Aren't
like
they all dwarves? Yeah.
because he married a dwarf.
So then, there you go. This man could just make the seven dwarves.
Yeah.
Well, that whole bit was kind of stupid because it's like,
No, he's only 54 years old.
thank God
He's alive and well, my dude.
Good.
Alive and well.
I think
Yeah.
the thing with that movie, I love that people were, because the biggest thing with the backlash for that movie is they couldn't jump to, oh, you're just sexist, because the majority of people who were mad at the Snow White movie were women, going, maybe I wanted a movie to be like, let me believe in true love and shit. I don't know why I don't have to be a badass every time.
Well, that's the other thing that's like, and I don't want to get into this stuff, but like hearing from my wife who like loved Disney, and my sister loved Disney movies and stuff like that, and like, I don't know, they like the idea of like having like a true love and like,
Well, there's
being a princess and being saved and like, and having like they love that idea.
It's almost like they're removing the identity of little girls
Yes.
completely.
I mean, and there is something. It's like my both my sister and Carmen were like, loved their dads, and the idea of like this, like a man just like protect, like love that, and they're like, they loved Cinderella, they loved Snow White, and this idea, even though the majority of Snow White is about Snow White, and it's like, I don't know.
well, my favorite thing about
It's
that
just
is
it's
like,
very interesting how like to prove a point they're just silencing a half of stuff, and and I feel like most of anything that's like a hot topic these days is divisible down the half. Like, it's like 50% of people believe this and 50% of people feel the other way, or if it's like just a loud 20%,
Right, the vocal minority.
and it's like there's so many people
that's the
that
thing.
just like love the idea of women being this treasured feature that's worth going on a quest and slaying a dragon for.
And you know what's crazy is that if they wanted a movie about how a woman did not need a man and could do everything on her own without the influence of love or anything else, they already made that movie.
Brave
And Mulan.
and Mulan. Dude, honestly, Brave
And
was
those are better than going back and changing something that already exists to fit
Well,
a
that-
new narrative.
that's been my
Because
big-
here's
that's
the
my
other thing:
biggest
it's
thing.
like, can't these women who are independent and strong have
Also-
the choice to fall in love with a man who's also a strong
Well, like,
man?
that's the thing.
Like, is that not allowed?
That's the thing that gets me too. Is I look at things like Brave and Mulan, and I'm like, these were new stories that you decided to create instead of change the previous thing to like modernize it or whatever the fuck that means. And I hate that shit. Like, the worst thing to me is like, oh, this character, they've been around for 20 years. Let's change them up a bit.
Well, it's like,
Let's make them new. And
and
it's
you're
like,
like the
like-
same thing hasn't changed. Like, again, like I was saying, like girls still like the idea of being saved, but Mulan is a great thing. It's like Mulan.
fuck it, I'll do it myself. Kind
Do
of
it
like,
myself,
yeah.
but also still in love with another badass in the story.
I'm telling you, dude,
don't they-
DreamWorks is
don't-
on the come up.
Don't
right
they
now.
fight? Don't Mulan and her boy toy fight in like the sequel movies together? Like, isn't that part of the bit? Is they have like fight scenes
I think
together?
Mulan 2, there is a scene where it's them fighting like back to back.
Yeah, which is like cool as shit.
Well, in
I'll be
Mulan
honest,
2,
there's
there's the daughters that she's supposed to protect, and then like they're like trying to make time for each other, and they're like we're in love, and they're set on separate missions, and then yeah, they come back and they're like we're
I'm gonna
in love.
be honest.
We love each other.
There's something so powerful about like in these magical worlds where anybody can be a badass. Seeing the two like the husband and wife duo kicking ass together is like, damn, I want that.
Dope as fuck.
It's awesome.
Why can't we just like I don't know make movies that like encourage I don't know healthy relationships?
Yeah, because let's keep it a
It's-
buck. Every single movie you watch nowadays is like, damn, this relationship sucks.
Yeah.
Because everything here is either toxic.
Yeah, exactly.
Or,
Like,
fucked.
why
Yeah.
can't we encourage like that? Because then you'd be making movies about like, oh wow, like there's this person that exhibits really green flag behaviors, and that's really good, and you can fall in love with that person, and then you're like, I don't know, a powerhouse of a team of a couple. Like
That's the thing I was gonna say with DreamWorks. Their three most successful things all have that dynamic. Shrek and Fiona both kick ass. Puss in Boots, Last Wish, him and Kitty both are fucking cool.
Yeah.
Last
and
Wish
then
is just a great movie. I just
yeah,
wanna keep
it's
that a
it's
buck.
amazing.
So
and then
good.
Despicable Me, Gru and Lucy, power couple for
actually,
sure.
And no,
shout
dude.
out to Despicable Me 1,
Single dad energy.
fucking Goofy Movie 2,
Goofy movie is top
Like,
tier.
Extremely goofy movie.
extremely goofy.
I mean,
movie,
shit,
but it is
I
a-
still want
Another-
them to finish the
But
threequel with.
Another one,
I don't know.
the
Shout out to
first-
the single dad energy.
the first-
like
the-
100%. If we're talking about like groups that aren't like like showed in mainstream media, show the fucking single dad shit.
Hotel
dude.
Transylvania 1 also did the same thing.
Dude,
Sure.
Hotel Transylvania fucking rules too.
Yeah.
All of them.
I did not realize
cruise
Selena,
one is
Selena
so
Gomez
good.
was Mavis.
Yeah.
And Andy Samberg is the dorky boyfriend.
Sandy
Dude, and,
Amber.
honestly, they show like his transition into like then him becoming a granddad and him like unsure of the boyfriend. And
But then like coming to accept him, and then in the later movies you see he'll go to the boyfriend for like if he has a problem or if he needs to talk about Mavis, he goes to him first because now they show the evolution of the trust there.
dude, it's those are like again like show healthy stuff instead of like almost all these movies are like here's something bad to be wary of, and you're
Well,
like
how many-
like they show the exception, not the
Well, also how many
Not the
many
rule.
of them
not the rule. Like
how many of them are also targeting like teenagers who are going through angsty shit too? Because like you look at something like
But what teenager's gonna go see fucking Snow White?
I feel like those 13-year-olds
but
who want,
I did
who want
think
to
of this
read
the
like,
other day. I did think of it. Remember the movie Tangled? There's
Yeah.
a song called Mother's Knows Best.
I love Tangled.
And
Tangled's a great movie.
I realized that the whole thing about that is they're like, oh, mother knows best. But honestly, fuck the mom because the mom doesn't want anything good for you. I'm like, that's a horrible message. That's a horrible fucking message.
But it's also not her real mom.
I agree, but like, to
To
you know,
be fair, the bit in Tangled is the thing of her.
I mean, if you take that song out of context,
which would be a younger person.
yeah, I mean, I guess, but like, kids listen to those songs all the time because they're constantly watching the movies.
I couldn't be to my sister like, listen to our mom because just like Tangled, mother knows best. And my sister would be like,
the
that
mom in
song,
Tangled sucks.
yeah, the mom in Tangled sucks. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, Matt.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I just wish that more movies were talking about, I don't know, more positive shit.
I do want some more like yes, you need adversity to like because you need something to like a hurdle to jump over for a movie like that.
Yes.
But like sometimes I'm super cool with the adversity just being evil monster is evil. Beat it.
the best
Done.
the best movies is just life being adversity.
What's that?
I'll tell you, I
Onward.
can
What's that
name
The
5 movies that we've watched where life is adversity. Little Miss Sunshine.
Phenomenal
The whole
movie.
for every individual person,
Every character.
life is the bad guy. They make it in the beginning to seem like it's the other people. It's just life. Life fucking sucks and is hard.
I know you're already gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it first. Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Secret Life of
Yep.
Walter Mitty. Life. They just make life out to be the bad guy, and your own anxiety and fear.
I'm still not over that fucking sick ass action scene that they did in the city, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What? Like, must have been the most expensive shot in the movie.
Billy Elliot. It's just fucking life. It's fucking debt. People are getting layoffs. Like that's what the 90% of people are dealing with.
What's the-
is just life being the bad guy.
Is Billy Elliot the Sandler movie? No.
No, you hadn't seen Billy.
Okay. What's the Adam Sandler one where he's because the prison? It's the sports movie.
Uncut Gems?
No, that's not sports. Fuck.
Or he's the basketball guy?
Madison, Happy Madison? No.
Billy Madison?
Billy Madison, right? No, what's the Sandler movie?
Billy Madison, where he's a golfer?
That might be it. Hold on, give me a second.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
That's
Gilmore.
That's it. Yep.
Billy Madison is when he's the
Yeah.
old guy in going
In
back
preschool.
No.
I go, Today, Junior. Anyway,
No,
again,
Happy Gilmore,
there's
yeah.
so many movies where just fucking like, and I think that's also why I like movies like sci-fi, where it's like, make a fucking alien be the bad guy. Let like humanity, like, you know,
Like, here's the thing. I understand that, yes, Super Earth is the bad guy, and it's all fascist, terrible things. So they make us the bad guys. But you know what? Fuck it. Let me fight androids and alien bugs and be like, fuck yeah, humanity.
yeah, unite with you humanity.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm thinking. It's like what's so crazy in this like time. It's like there's such division in our country. It's wild, and that's like why are we making movies where we're like
More divided.
or just like movies that are like putting you against your fellow man. Like make an alien. Like that's why Alien. It's like clearly an
It's
alien.
them or us, goddammit.
Yeah, exactly. Like and even though
Terminator,
it's like,
even like, well, Terminator has like the humanity in the Terminator, where it's like, look what happens when they're like, oh, I fucking love TT.
Yeah, that's what I'm
there's
saying.
that aspect of Terminator, but the overwhelming force is like we need to do shit so that people as a species can survive.
and that's what I love. Is it's like the common enemy of mankind. It's like I get that there's like obviously stories where obviously we live in a world where there's awful evil that happens. But like what I do love is the idea that like I can just like sit next to a random person in a movie theater and be like both of us being like go humans, go us. I don't even know you, but like
Yeah.
I'll stand beside
That's
you and
literally
fight
the
this.
entire point of Independence Day, the first movie.
100%. And those movies, like, I don't know, that gives me hype. I mean, there's obviously stories that I like where like people are the fuck, like Berserk. People are
The worst.
The worst. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like, but I love the idea that you can get people, like, as I said, a random person in a movie theater that you sit next to and you both are like fuck that. And
There-
that you can rally behind
Look.
something that's like a common enemy between people across borders.
There's some days where I love to see the human cause and the humanity
Yes.
become a thing. But there's also days where, you know what? I could use a John Wick.
Oh, 100%.
I could use
100%.
kill that smarmy asshole for killing the dog. 100%. But I can have both. Like-
Definitely, but that's where I'm thinking like some of these movies are like, no, this is just somebody who doesn't believe something that has a little bit different of belief than me, and they're the enemy. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not what, like, no.
Literally the whole point of the Saints Row reboot was,
Like,
look at
I
these
love
broke college
BJ
kids
with all my
who-
heart, and he doesn't like Dune.
That would have been the funniest.
You know?
That's right.
I'm not
we all
gonna-
need to unite against the common enemy, Dune.
No, shut the fuck
No,
up.
but
Yes? What do
I
you
was
point
gonna,
it to our audience
I was gonna
for?
continue, and I started laughing. So, yeah, I love Dune, but fuck Dune. Let's unite. Let's unite against Dune, against Paul Atreides, against all of
Get in
them.
the comments. I know you got me.
I don't know. So far, our comments seem to like me. So maybe if I team with BJ, we'll be
I
fine.
bet what's gonna happen is after this episode comes out, Matt's gonna go on Discord and be like, "Hey guys, I need you to comment like Dune is actually really good on the new episode."
My first day into the Discord is, hey, can y'all do me the biggest favor? Like, Matt's not gonna be there. Can y'all just go comment, because it'd be really funny if Matt is.
There was one night, this was about like 6 months ago, Ezra was on the Discord, and there's not really a lot of people like actively like talking, but it was me, a guy named Cody, and then Ezra, and he was like, there hasn't been a good movie since like the 1990s. And I was like, that's a horrible take. Like, that's not even a dumb take. That's just a
It's objectively wrong.
that's a wrong take. And he goes, and so I was like, okay, fuck, Blade Runner. And he goes, bad movie. And I was like, fuck you! No, you can't say that. And then he kept on going on, and I was like, I know you're messing with me, but stop.
I would have hit him with Lord of the
Stop!
Rings. The fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Of course.
Like those, yeah, you said Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Fucking, I mean, even the ones you
It
just
might
said-
have been like the 2000s, because
Yeah.
one of the Discord rules is we only watch the top. I think the first Discord rule is we only watch the extended versions.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, damn, I need to watch those before I jump in the Discord then.
I was thinking we would bring them to the cabin.
Fuck yeah.
Do it.
That'd be a really good one, just to be like, fuck it, Lord of the Rings days. I'm very excited for this cabin. Though.
I know. Is it October yet?
Yeah, for real.
I wish.
I've got Landon's wedding in September, which is the only other thing that I'm like, oh yeah, I can look forward to that. And then, yeah, October is
Are
gonna
you
be
invited to that, BJ?
No,
Are you friends with Landon?
I've met Landon one time
Oh,
in
okay.
person.
Yeah, I think it was once.
Twice actually, because he came to your house that one time.
Didn't you
And
guys do a
then-
pod with him?
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
second time you met him. Yeah, I
Okay.
think. Yeah, well, wasn't that a part 1, part 2 thing still? Where
We did 3 episodes that night.
did we put them all out or?
I think we did.
Yeah, because it was it was us explaining Kingdom Hearts to him. Yeah. That was a fever dream of an episode.
Yeah, I want to do more shit like that, but with like actual PowerPoints.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
a,
I'd
do a
I'd-
PowerPoint night and record like each person's bit.
Or just do like the lecture style where you have a board with points on it and pictures.
Yeah, I mean, we could. It wouldn't be too bad at like making PowerPoints because we would do the same thing that we did for the anime episode, which isn't on YouTube, but Spotify knows what's up.
Go check out the Spotify one.
Yeah,
If you see it.
yeah, 100%. But just doing it on there and then just go through your power because there's 2 that I'd want to do. One is the Gundam universe, and the other one, which is more time pressing, which is 40K basic lore. So, which is like uncomfortably good. Like it shouldn't be as good as it is for just like a tabletop. Like there's
it's
like,
a tabletop that's been going on since what, the 80s?
yeah, but so has like D&D.
Yeah, but
and there's books. There's so many Warhammer books that are like 900 pages long of just like a story, and then it's
I've wanted to get
It's
into I've wanted to
unbelievably-
get into the novels at least of Warhammer because like that seems to be like some
the
really
best
some really good
one
shit.
is there's a 3-part book called The Siege of Terra, and apparently this is dumb. Well, not dumb, but you will understand anything I'm saying. It's before 40, like the year 40,000, because right now we're actually in 41. It's before 40,000 where it's the Horus Heresy, which is one of the he's already yawning. Yeah, there. See.
Sorry, no.
No. And the Siege of Terra is all about the end battle of the Horus Heresy, where the heretics go and storm Terra, which is Earth, to try to kill the Emperor of Mankind. And it's 3 books of that. And the Siege of Terra, I've heard, is just an incredible piece of knowledge. Like it's just a good novel. It's just a fucking really good novel, and it ends with fucking Horus and the Emperor of Mankind battling it out.
I wish there was an easy jumping point in the novels because like for Halo there's very easy where the first 2 novels are literally just the prequel to Halo 1 and then Halo 1 as 2 novels. I'm like, oh cool, so it's Master Chief's first introduction before the events of Halo 1 and there, and then they just keep going where it's like, all right, now we can
That
branch
is
out and do
hard
some
because
crazy
I
shit.
feel like even now with how like seriously almost every night I listen. I mean, essentially it's only like 15 minutes of listening and then me
Yeah.
falling asleep.
Yeah.
But I mean, seriously, for a year, like over 2 years, I've listened to Warhammer lore every night to fall asleep with. And I know if I listened or read the Horus Heresy books, the Siege of Terra, that I would still be like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that?
That's why I'm like, what's a good introduction bit? And I'm like, oh fuck.
But what's really good though
You
is
probably
that-
want to find a good like grounded story about some Astartes, and just start with that, and then be like, oh, they mentioned something in this that sounded interesting.
What I will say is really good is that there's no lore that really like contradicts itself. If anything, there's like parts that you're like, this really hasn't been covered on what this actually is.
Yeah.
But that's, I guess, to like, well, it doesn't really matter. But people are like, so what the fuck is this? Like, how does this work? And they're like, we're not really like sure. So there's obviously like, you know, like theories about what some of the things actually are. But the lore is sound throughout the whole thing. Like it, like nobody it doesn't contradict itself at any point or anything like that. And with like all the 80 books that there are, it's very well documented. So that's the good thing. But then the other thing is like, oh, if you want a complete knowledge, you're like, fuck, you read one book about this, but then they give you like a lot of the answers or more information in like a book that's completely unrelated
Yeah.
about another story. So that's the one part that's hard about reading it. And so that's why compilation like video essays are really good about Warhammer is because you just let the people who have already read everything just tell you what you need to know.
Well, it's funny because like I've been watching a lore video lately. It's like a 3-hour one, but it's about Doom because I've been playing the games like just all the way through. I finished No More Heroes, all of them. Great games, love them. But like they definitely have their problems here and there. You can tell budget constraints have hit those games hard in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
But after that, I was like, I need a game to play, and so I'm like, they apparently just put out like Doom 1 and 2 as like a full collection of everything, including like some of the like special levels that never got released like outside of like shareware stuff for back in the day. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Started playing those, and I played through Doom 1, 2.
The original?
Yeah, I played through all of Doom 1, all of Doom 2, all their extra levels, and 64. I'm skipping 3 for now because it's not canon. Yeah. Apparently. Although apparently it is. But, and then I moved, I'm playing...
It's like alternate universe?
No, it's just another Marine on Mars at a different time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because, on this lore video, apparently, so Doom 1, 2, and 64 all happen, and like Doom guy from those games stays in hell. That's the end of 64. He's like, I'm gonna battle them forever until my last dying breath. Then Doom 3 happens. Then you get some novels and shit or whatever, and then Doom 2016 is the same Doom guy from the first games who's now just been in hell and in these other universes he got to jump through, and was basically a Night Sentinel for a while. That's where he got his new armor thing.
But like how, because how in the the reboot of Doom,
it's not a reboot, it's a sequel.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying, in the game reboot, the reboots of the games,
yeah, Doom 2016,
he wakes up on like a lunar base.
So he wakes up on Mars because his sarcophagus was unearthed from one of the other dimensions, and he was put there by... Now, I'm not this far into the video yet, but I'm pretty sure he was put there by the creator of all things, Davoth, because he infused him with Argent energy, and from what the fuck the dimension's name is, but he came like, I'm gonna use you as my weapon. It didn't work out because Doom Guy's too angry to be a weapon for evil people. So he wakes up and by Samuel Hayden to stop the Hell invasion. Mm-hmm. Goes through that game, which this is all memory. I played these games a while back.
But Samuel Hayden, the AI is like trying to...
the AI is Vega. Samuel Hayden is that robot that walks around the base.
Oh, but Vega's
the AI that talks to you. It's like, well, like, because Samuel Hayden's got that...
Vega's the one that then tries to use the Hell Dimension as like...
That's Olivia Pierce.
Okay, fuck.
Yeah, there's 4 characters.
Okay, Olivia Pierce is the one that's trying to use the Hell Dimension...
She's trying to open it because she got infected. The demons basically spoke to her, be like, "We'll give you all. You'll be powerful." Yeah. Whatever. She's like, "I need to do it." And then the base became like a sacrificial like cult where they're sacrificing people to demons.
A big alchemy circle.
Mm-hmm. And so then she's trying to open a Hellgate, and you and Samuel and Vega have to stop her. You stop her, and then Samuel Hayden betrays you and knocks you back into hell because he's like, I need this energy to protect mankind. So you're stuck in hell. You find a spaceship, and you and Vega, the AI, go back to Earth years later, and Earth is overrun by demons because, shocker, Samuel Hayden didn't know what he was fucking doing.
Yeah.
And that's Doom Eternal. And that's Doom Eternal is where you learn all the fucking lore because they introduce like the fucking angel characters, which are the makers, and all that shit. And so I'm listening to a whole video where they're explaining that, and they didn't start with like, oh yeah, Doom 1. It's like, no, the beginning of creation with Davos. I'm like, oh fuck, okay. And they're going through all this stuff, and I'm like, bro, give me a fucking HBO series of this.
Doom's gonna, because the new Doom's is medieval.
Well, no, it's set between 64 and Doom 2016. It's him fighting as a Sentinel.
Okay.
So it's medieval in terms of
the architecture.
Well, so there's still sci-fi and like space shit because the thing is the Sentinels that he's part of, they never throw their weapons away. So if they have a weapon they built, they will just keep like making it better. So that's why he's using a shield with a chainsaw spinner or a flail that has like stuff in it, because it's like you find an old weapon and you build it. You continue to build up. You never throw away a weapon. They're part of you, kind of thing. That's why he's still got the super shotgun and all that. But it's all that time like
That weapon where he puts in the skull and he does this like
The
this.
sickest shit.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Basically, that they talk about it because if you see the Doom Testaments or whatever in Hell, they'll talk about the Doom Slayer. It's like in the first stage, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened. That's what Dark Age is when he gets captured by the Makers and is now their weapon. And so that's what Doom Dark Age is. So it's set between Doom 64 and Doom 2016. And it'll probably end where they fully just put him in the sarcophagus and say, you're going to rest here until we need you. And then he'll awaken
So
in
this
2016.
next game is Army of Darkness.
Basically, yeah. But somehow way more metal.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be honest, there's something about Viking fur coat with a fucking shotgun and a chainsaw shield that screams like metal album cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been playing Doom a lot and it's really fun. And just like fun, unadulterated fun. Like, that's the thing. Like I know Doom 3 is like more survival horror, but like there's something about the old Doom games and then the newer ones. It's just like they're like fuck it, have fun. Who cares? The option is kill demons. Go, and I'm like I fucking love this game. It's really good. Like the variety of weapons you use, the fact that you never have to reload. It's just straight up like go till you run out of ammo. Mm-hmm. And you've got so many different weapons. Like I just got the Gauss rifle, which is that giant you shoot like a giant blue beam and it kind of explodes. I'm like, oh fuck, this thing is so cool. And again, the glory kills are so awesome.
The one thing I like, it kind of like I get like with story progression and stuff like that, but with like games that you like get more weapons the further along you go, is how much like there are some games that's definitely the exception. But a lot of the time that you keep on going, you're like, I don't even need this weapon anymore. And like I get that it was a part of the story, but now it's just like cluttering my like inventory with this one weapon. Because I was playing Metal Hellsinger today, and I was like, this weapon is just like far superior to this weapon. There's no reason that it should even be in my weapon wheel. And there's like other games that like have that, but then they're like, I mean, like I guess like Resident Evil would be a good comparison. Like, you'll get better weapons like later, and unless you upgrade the base weapon to where it's actually viable. I mean, I will say in Resident Evil, they're like the base weapon is like the most common ammo you get, so you're using that one a lot more than the others.
Yeah. That's why The Last of Us is so good, is because the reason Joel will pick up a different weapon is because it's a different ammo type than the one that he has. So walking around the level, you'll find some bullets for your basic pistol and maybe like a shotgun shell. And then it's like, okay, well, I've used up my one shotgun shell and all my pistol ammo. Let me switch to the little revolver and the bow, because it constantly makes you switch.
Yeah, that is it makes all the weapons viable, or not even just viable. It's like necessary. Yep. It's like, oh yeah, this is clearly not as good as the shotgun, but like it's all I got. So I have to play a different play style that I do when I have shotgun and shivs, to where I don't have any shivs and I only have pistol ammo.
I will say with Doom I know I'm now far enough in Doom 2016 where it's very clear. It's like Gauss rifle, super shotgun, and maybe the energy.
Yeah.
But like Doom Eternal, I remember where they were straight up like, no, certain enemies have weaknesses
that
is
is true.
Exploited with this weapon specific. So you're constantly switching weapons to be like, all right, knock the spider drone's turret thing off, move to the shotgun and to get this guy close to me. All right, now move to the assault rifle to get, like, you're constantly moving around, switching, chainsawing people to get more ammo. Like you are just like pressing that trigger button.
Again, just like today, I was playing Metal Hellsinger and I got these 2 revolver pistols, and I was like, this is so good, and their only weakness is against like long distance. And I'm like, if I just never go far away from them, I'm only going to be using the shotgun and these revolvers, because these revolvers do so much damage.
Yeah.
And with just like me dodging to side, it's like I can just stay up close. I don't have to be far away to be at disadvantage from using these weapons.
Yeah. I like a good, like, because that was one thing that, you know, like early, like that's one of the worst things about RPGs sometimes is like you find a cool weapon and you're like, oh damn, I've already found the better weapon.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're like, damn, I think this one looks cooler. Like, I love a good,
or like, oh, I already spent like a bunch of points in the first 10 levels leveling this up, and now I have a different like meta for how I play.
like,
And so you're just like, I you know, even though it's like maybe to get to the level you are, you had to level up that gun or that thing to get it to be good. But then to switch over to something that you then never use the other one, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, either start off going like I'm constantly upgrading and constantly changing. Like, I mean, I'd say Skyrim does that. It's like you start off with iron weapons, and then once you get better blacksmithing and other stuff like that, you can make better weapons, better enchanting.
The thing is, with Skyrim though, if you're going in enchanting, you can straight up make an iron weapon insanely powerful. Because if you enchant it with the right things, you use the forge to make it better. Like, you can't upgrade your one weapon that you're like
Sure, but you'll still get more damage enchanting you'll get more damage enchanting a dragon blade than
yes,
you would.
but you also have to use more shit. Where it's like versus like, oh hey, if say like, let's say you were like, you
But
know what?
level 80 Skyrim is like, I have so much money and
Yeah,
so much
again,
resources
to be fair,
where it doesn't. I'm not like, oh no, I gotta find it's like I have so much dragon bone.
I've killed so many dragons.
That's weighing me down. I just go to my one chest where I keep all my dragon parts.
Oh, there's a dead dragon.
It's like
a dead dragon. I just killed a dragon. I turn to Lydia and I go, "You got pockets, right?"
Yeah, it's yeah. The whole thing is just you're constantly upgrading and constantly evolving, trying to level up your things so you can build better things instead of like, oh fuck, I'm still stuck with the starter pistol
I
in my inventory.
I need to find, because like there are some games, and on the top of my head I can't really think of them, but I know I've played games where it's like, hey, just upgrade. You can upgrade a weapon instead of having to switch to a new one. That was one thing I actually liked about one of the few things I actually like about Assassin's Creed Valhalla is they were like, there's a very small selection of weapons in this game, but you can upgrade them, and they have slight differences to them, and it's mostly animation and like the weight of them, but you can upgrade them. Stick to one armor set if you like it enough, and just upgrade that one. You're not bombarded with loot of like, oh shit, here's the like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and even like The Witcher is kind of like that, where it's like there's a lot of loot, but like you're gonna be mostly like, if you like this style, you can kind of rock with it for a while.
Yes and no. I mean, that was the thing. It's like I would upgrade a weapon and put runes on weapons that I liked, and then I'd get a weapon that was significantly better, and I'd be like, fucking, like, there's no reason why I should not take the runes off of this blade and put it on the new blade and fucking be like doing way more damage.
For me,
I mean, because you have also,
I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. If the blade looked bad, I did not give a fuck how powerful it was. I'm not.
I
using
don't see. That's what I don't understand, because in The
Yeah.
Witcher, like, I would say the pacing of like, if you're the kind of player that's not just directly going through the story and you're like going and finding, like, doing all the side quests and like finding, because they would also do the things where you'd find the different weapon parts and the different Witcher school armor and
Yeah.
weapons. Like, if you're doing all that, like, you couldn't go, I would say, without like 1 or 2 sessions without finding a better weapon.
My thing.
So
with,
that's where it's like it trained me to be like, okay, yeah, like this one doesn't look as cool, but like it's got better stats and it has more rune spaces than
I
my
will
one rune
100%.
space.
I will 100% handicap myself because this blade looks cooler.
That's
And
crazy because that's what I'm
always-
saying. If you just wait like 2 more days, you'd find something that looks cool, just as cool,
But then yeah,
and
the
is
thing.
better.
But that's the thing. I found this sword that has better stats. I'm like, yeah, but my sword right now is cooler. But then yeah, 2 more days, I find a cooler sword with better stats.
Okay,
then I'll switch.
Okay, so you're
But that's
just
the thing.
delay. So, but you're like, yeah, I'm trying to think of like a couple games where like you're like, I would
Well,
say
like-
Doom is one of those that you have a bad weapon that's stuck on your weapon wheel. Like, I'm
Well,
trying to think.
Doom's good because like I found the super shotgun early because I found a secret. It was just laying there, and I'm like, fuck yeah! And I got it 2 levels before I should have, or so like cinematically supposed to. And I was like, fuck yeah! And then I just started using that over my regular shotgun. But then I would move back to the regular shotgun because it shoots faster. Because you only shoot 1 slug instead of 2, and it reloads faster. So like,
Well,
I
just
would
like I
constantly
hear
move back and
like
forth.
here's another example of like something that like the kind of like, so on Uncharted, you'd go through like a sequence in a map where you'd pick up guns that you're like, this is a good gun, I like this stuff, and then you get to a new, like, you know, the story progresses and you're like, oh, I'm in a new continent searching after something else, and so then you start back over with like your basic ass pistol or something like that, and then you're like, okay, let me just find a better gun and then I can start fighting people.
I would run through the game as it stands. So like, because I know they will give me a new weapon at some point. I wouldn't go find it. Well, my next objective is that way. Walk that way. They'll give me a gun at some point.
Well, like
I'm not
again,
gonna
like
get
what
my-
you said with Last of Us is like the thing is just you just end up running out of ammo of something you liked more, so you'd have to go back.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When that's Last of Us works for me because like case in point, a lot of
survival kind
well,
of
yeah,
stuff.
like any Resident Evil, Last of Us, the survival games. I'm like, I don't care how cool the thing looks.
There's also
it
a-
straight up is I'm gonna die.
Well, like
if
that, I
go
mean, the
like,
same
yeah.
thing as with Resident Evil, except for the one thing I don't like with Resident Evil is how still unpowered the fucking pistol feels. But the thing is, though, you're always like, I'll just shoot those normal zombies with my pistol because I need to save shotgun, sniper
Everything else for the fucking
for the boss fights.
Another thing about Resident Evil is most of the time, the best weapons in the game are going to be the biggest thing in your inventory.
So you're gonna take
So
up the
a
most
lot of the
space.
time, it's like it's not even worth it for me to carry this around
You just
because
put
I
it-
need
you'll-
space for ammo for the other weapons, or else I'll get
or
fucked.
healing
Yeah,
plants. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I don't know why I'm like that. But to me, I will hunt. Like, yeah, because how many? What's the armor set from? Oh fuck! There's one armor set that you got in Witcher 3 that I was like, I'm not fucking wearing that. That
Sure.
would never happen.
Sure,
and
but-
even though it was,
But armor
way
set,
better.
I know this is people might think this is very hypocritical of me, but armor sets is different than fucking.
because those are your
weapons.
clothes. Like that's
Yeah,
what you look
yeah,
like.
that's what
yeah.
I'm walking around. It's like if I'm not, this isn't cool. I'm not wearing it. Also, if I have a good ass sword, I can solo people, so it doesn't matter if my armor sucks.
Speaking of which, I need to go into Elden Ring.
Okay,
Do
yeah.
it. Go off, King.
This is my second playthrough of Elden Ring, and it's very interesting having my first playthrough be before I've seen Game of Thrones, and the second playthrough being after I've seen Game of Thrones, because now I'm just like, this is all just Game of Thrones.
Well, because you're seeing. Oh, George wrote this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, the fire giant looks exactly like the giants, and then the Forbidden Lands is just the north above the wall. Literally, it's snowy and shit, and there's zombies, and you gotta fucking kill them, and oh, you're not really supposed to go out there. And like all the shit about like Queen Mikola or whatever, that's basically just Lyanna Stark. Like there's a lot of parallels. But I last night I found the perfect armor set to kind of embolden that mindset for me. It's the Crucible Knight tree armor, which is like a bronze. It's like a bronze plate armor,
Crucible
but
Knight.
Crucible Knight. There's regular Crucible Knights, which just have like big fins on the helmet, and then there's tree Crucible Knights, which have antlers on the helmet. So I was like, obviously, I'm rocking this for the rest of the game. I am Robert Baratheon.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah, it's tight as fuck.
Straight up, just going Robert
yeah.
Baratheon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I need again. They have a lot of Game of Thrones stuff like set up for the like new shows and animated stuff and whatnot. Bro, give me the fucking Rebellion. I
They're
wanna
not
see
ever
Robert's
going to do
Rebellion.
that.
I know
if they're not giving us the Jon Snow.
Well, that one.
yeah, but they keep doing like, oh, here's this fucking no-name descendant you don't give a shit about. Let's make a
they're doing
show about that.
They're doing a show based on that short story that he did. It was like it's a limited series. I think only like 6 episodes, but it's the what was that short? It's one of the short stories he wrote.
The one about the tall guy.
I think so. Yeah. They're also doing. Apparently, Arya's show might happen. But they just don't know about her going somewhere else.
They're going to give us the Arya show and not the Jon Snow show?
Here's the best way they could do that. Season 1, Arya, oh, look, what's west of Westeros? Let's go fucking check it out. And then she gets a fucking raven that's like, come back. I need you for my rebellion. King of the North. Let's do this shit.
That's never going to happen.
Well, even then,
Just
the problem was
I know it's not, but I can dream.
The problem with the
Let me
snow
dream.
the problem is the snow show is I feel like none of us would have enjoyed it first because we'd all be like, fuck yeah, Jon Snow, King of the North, and John for the I guarantee you first bit is like
You'd just be depressed for the first
well,
season.
he'd be like, I don't fucking want that, and through the whole show, he'd be like, look, I'm here to help,
But
do
here's
not
the-
put a fucking
But hold
crown
on.
on
Here's
That's
the
what
thing
we
about
loved
that.
about Jon Snow. That's what we loved about him.
But
That
the
was,
thing
he
is-
was like, it's not me. It's not my time. It's not my place.
And then he is, and he was, and he's the guy that everybody
He's the
hates.
prince who was
And
promised.
plus,
Damn it!
it's him and Tormund and Ghost. Tormund the whole time would just be like, "Hey man, be pretty sweet if you
Isn't
just kind of took
Tormund
over."
the best?
Yeah.
He's the fucking goat.
It was so long because Carmen was like, Tormund's my favorite character. I also love him, and I'm in love with Tormund. And she would always be saying that, and I was like, Tormund hasn't even shown up, and even when he did, he's just like a fucking wildling. And I was like, you haven't even seen the best part about Tormund is when he's a fucking bro that's like, He's like, "Nah, dude, John's the fucking guy. I'll die for this guy. I'll do anything. He's my main man." I mean, like, obviously, we gotta love the other boys from the Night Watch. We got Pippin, Ed, Pippin and Ed. Really.
Not those.
I mean, and Sam. Oh, clearly Sam, but Sam stays. But
And Eamon. I would group Eamon in with the boys.
my gosh,
Eamon is the grandfather.
when the shit when he like tells the story,
And John's just like, what the fuck are you talking
and
about?
BJ was also like, "What the fuck?"
That was the dopest. That was what really like drew
He's like,
me
I
in
watched,
on Game of Thrones.
I watched my niece and nephews get slaughtered.
And then John goes, "You're a Targaryen," and I was like, "Oh my god,
Have y'all watched season 2 of House of the Dragons?
what's the point? What's the fucking point?" Season 1 of Game of Thrones, Joffrey goes into a room and he's like, "Hey, you see that pit right there? Queen Rhaenyra fell down there, and I think she got eaten by a dragon. What a dumb bitch." I agree.
Well, I was gonna
Make
say
a good show.
I was gonna say because apparently season 2 because they got fucked hard by the writer's strike, and the writer's strike, and so apparently they one of my friends watching goes, yeah, the ending kind of was like, wait, why did it end here? And I was like hearing all this stuff about like the ending of it. I'm like, guarantee they got hit with like, it has to come out this day. Do what you can. They were like,
I
fuck.
heard the same thing
Yeah.
happen with Umbrella Academy, that
Yeah.
people are fucking livid over this third season.
Yeah,
You mean the final season?
apparently because they got fucked by the writer's strike, and it kind of became a thing of
That's not all they got fucked by.
It's really badly written, is what I've heard. Is that it just nothing makes
That's
sense.
severely disappointing
It
for
literally
Umbrella
destroys
Academy.
like in one scene, it just destroys an entire character arc, and other characters like they're just like,
which it sucks because it's like if we were in like a just world, the writer's strike would have over and they'd be like, all right, take your time, write the story you need. Instead, you got these fuckers like, hey, we missed months of this shit. That shit better be written on my desk tomorrow. And it's like, fuck. That's why I'm so worried about Andor season 2, because they were in the middle of the writer's strike.
The two things that I'm most worried about are Andor.
it still hasn't got a release date, so we might be.
They showed it.
we might
Apparently,
be
they
good.
showed a teaser. There's apparently a time skip like a motherfucker from season 1 to 2.
That makes sense because
Yeah.
Andor is supposed to take over 3 years.
Yeah.
First season's the first year, the second season's the second year,
And then
the third season's the
is
last
Rogue-
year,
is-
and then that leads
Well, no.
into Rogue One.
There's only 2 seasons.
Oh well,
Yeah.
when it was initially planned,
it was supposed to be 5.
5 years,
Yeah,
and then
they cut
it was the
down.
beginning, and then ended with Rogue One, or like the last one ended with the lead up of Rogue One.
But they apparently moved it where we're like, apparently they wrote where they're like, it would have kind of gone on too long. We're like,
False.
it felt better.
That's the worst part. It's like if you have a movie that's literally galaxy, not even one galaxy, multiple galaxy size,
A literal universe.
a little universe size of a story. You have and you have in part of the story is a rebellion against a galactic empire. There is so much time to tell stories of why the fuck Darth Vader's blowing up planets
And you also-
nonchalantly.
You also don't even have to focus on that time. You have millions of years of history that you could make stories about.
They actually only covered one mission, which was
One mission and then months of prison
months of prison.
and then
And then we got the pre-story.
skirmish.
Yeah, the pre-story with with Maeve. Was it Maeve?
No, it was Marva.
Marva. Oh my.
Yeah, that,
Seriously, that speech that she gave.
Chills.
yeah.
There's 3 good speeches. It's the prison. How many guards? And then there's fucking Skarsgård's speech, which is
That the hardest dialogue that has ever existed.
ever existed. Is fucking I fight for a sunrise that I'll never see.
The
Oh my god! He's literally telling this guy like, "Oh, it's unfair. Fuck you, dude."
I think the reason that I'm with them on the writing, they're like, look, the story we want to tell is 2 seasons, and they're like, just because they were like, we try to do 5, we try to do whatever, we're like, we're just rehashing shit, we keep doing the same thing, like character arcs don't make sense, shorten it, and they finally got to a point where they're like, 2 seasons works for this story. I'm always gonna be on the side of
Because it's big enough to do the game. Like what makes Game of Thrones that gives it the longevity is you have
All the different character arcs.
Yeah, and so they literally I mean, it's not as many named characters in Andor, but you have 3 different. You have
3 very
you have
distinct stories that
Cassians,
you're following.
You have
Yeah.
Cassians. You have Skarsgård, who's like orchestrating it. Actually, you have 4. Skarsgård. You have the behind the scenes of the Empire, and you have who's the person who's playing in the Senate?
The
Mon Mothma.
Mon Mothma. You have 4 distinct.
stories.
that
Mon
you could-
Mothma's sister, I would consider another one as well.
Yeah, but she's still almost a part of Skarsgård's. Time.
Yeah, she's part of that group.
Kinda.
And
Now she is the like mediator of like I'm
Yeah.
in this world and in this world kind
Yeah.
of vibe. Yeah.
But there's 4 distinct things because every time they would translate, it was either a Mon Mothma scene, a Cassian scene, a Skarsgård scene, or an Empire scene.
I will still say though that like despite having all those characters, the show is still mainly centered around Cassian, where it is still his story because it's
Sure.
it is
I-
his lead up to.
I'd kind
to
of disagree with
Rogue
that
One.
because
It's a little.
it's mostly just Cassian seeing things happen,
Well, he
especially
especially when you're talking about Skarsgård is the one who's orchestrating it.
yeah, until like the last 2 episodes when Andor is like, all right, I need to fucking do something.
yeah.
Like up until that point, he's just kind of a passive observer,
Well,
and then he
I
realizes
would say the beginning episodes where it's him trying to escape the law, trying to get away, and then Skarsgård's like, "Hey, we need you for the secret mission. You're obviously good about getting behind the Empire and like eluding them."
The reason I say it's his story is because they focus a lot more on him over everybody else. When it's like, oh yeah, it's like, well here's
sure.
like here's little scenes of like, oh Mon Mothma doing a thing here, oh here's homie doing his thing here, but here's like the rest of the episode is dedicated
He's the
to him in the prison.
protagonist. Like you see
Yeah.
it through his eyes mostly, but I don't think he is the storyteller.
He's on the well, yeah, he's
Or
on
it's
the,
not his. It's sorry, no, he's the
It's-
storyteller, but it's not his story.
Yeah, well it's the galaxy story of like. It's the rebellion story, but it's like we're
Through
showing
his
it through
eyes.
him.
Yeah,
And so because
it's
of that,
it's a different story, but he's the storyteller.
if they would have gone with a Game of Thrones style direction of here's Cassian, but here's the other characters, they would have dedicated like Game of Thrones. We're gonna fully dedicate entire arcs to other characters, not just how does this character arc relate to Cassian joining or relate to this, and this. Because I guarantee you, season 2 is gonna be a lot more of Cassian being a fucking rebel, like go-getter. Like
I mean, he's
gonna be
still
the guy.
not all the way there.
Well, there, like I said, there's the time skip.
I mean, I will say in Andor, he seems very hardened to the thing. That's why he like with what was her name?
Well, that was the prison arc, and then
what's
the
her
girl.
name?
the girlfriend.
He's like, I'm not fucking like this is no like this. I have a mission. I'm not about to take on this bitch, this random bitch to like fucking. She wants to be a part of the rebellion now. Like I've seen some shit. I'm in it now. You don't want to get you don't want any of this.
like
You don't want to put any part of this.
I'm very interested in
You
how
don't want no
season
part
2
of this, do we?
I'm very interested in how season 2 is going to go because when they've already confirmed a time skip of like I don't know if it's a couple years or I need to read into it, but straight up it's like we're in on Andor is a rebel, like full on he is in doing cool shit, badass rebel, whatever. And they're still going to obviously show us the Empire being the Empire. They're still going to show us other characters obviously, but like it definitely seems this is going to lead into Rogue One a lot better because they have said season 2 is the finale.
I heard of this is not related to Andor, but it is related to Disney. So I heard that there is because it's very clear that Disney, when it comes to Marvel, is not wanting to do like the alternate timelines and the small comic runs of like, yeah, this is just a random story in a different timeline of something that happened in a different multiverse. It's clear that they're not like doing random stories that aren't very much tied to their MCU timeline. But I did hear that there is a comic where Tony Stark's brother is Victor Von Doom.
I mean, there's multiple comics where Tony Stark is Victor Von Doom.
Really?
Yeah.
Like this,
Okay.
like the thing with Doom, and at least my theory with all that is it's just gonna be a variant to a Tony who was raised differently. Like it's gonna like he'll technically be Tony Stark, but like none of the shit that happened in the MCU happened to him.
Yeah,
so it will be different.
It's
So
gonna
it might be one of those alternate timeline movies.
it's gonna ruin the gravitas of Doctor Doom because the whole thing is gonna be all the Avengers see him without his mask, and he's never gonna wear the mask for the whole fucking movie because it's Robert Downey Jr. You need
Well,
to see
the
his
thing
fucking
is,
face.
this is why, and if Sony can get their head out of their ass, what would make it good for me is if you make Spider-Man the protagonist.
That would be good.
Because the whole part of his character in the MCU was his relationship to Tony and like the father-son mentor thing they've had.
You know how
if
I
you
know
make
that,
him
though?
the main character and how he has to come to terms with that's not like all that shit. Because can you imagine Tom Holland Spider-Man seeing Doom with the mask off?
There is so many. Like, I've learned this backstory of the history between Spider-Man and Victor Von Doom only because of MF Doom in all, like, listening to all of his albums, and a lot of them he just does like the old comics that are voiced, and he puts those into his songs. And so I hear like Spider-Man being like, "Oh, Spider-Man, blah 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 blah. Oh, it's Doom, Doctor Doom, the most evil." I'm like, oh, there's like Spider-Man and Doom have beef?
Well, Spider-Man is. I don't know if the.
Well, it also
originally-
matches up because him and Johnny Blaze are like best fucking friends.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, him and Spider-Man?
Because Spider-Man was a Fantastic Four for a little bit.
Yeah, and then Future Foundation,
Yeah.
when they were off in a different universe, he basically had to build a new Fantastic Four.
Which was him.
It was him, Ghost Rider, wasn't it Hulk?
It was a Hulk or She-Hulk? Because I know she's.
I think it was actually She-Hulk.
Because she's fucked with the Fantastic Four a couple times too. Dude, she was in that. Did you ever watch that Fantastic Four animated thing where She-Hulk was in it? Actually, a really good rendition of She-Hulk. Where she's just kind of cool, and Johnny Blaze being a dork as usual.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it was yeah, no, I don't know, because like my thing is because they're clearly gonna have him take the mask off, obviously. But my thing is, if you're smart, and because Robert Downey Jr. is a good actor, no one's trying to discount that.
I need more Oppenheimer energy
Yeah,
in this one.
because here's my thing.
Yeah.
If they go full scarred face on it, I'm sold. Because that's my thing. If he just takes it off and he's Tony Stark,
Well, that's what I was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
I'm
I
gonna be
thought.
kinda
Is that
upset.
they're only hiring him for the actor, not the face.
but could you imagine though? The thing is, he could do it. If they go, no, we're gonna scar your face
Isn't
up.
also MF Doom just a total beefcake?
I don't know what MF Doom is like, but Doctor Doom.
Sorry, Doctor Doom. Isn't he total?
I was like, dude, MF Doom was thick as fuck.
Yeah.
he was a big
yeah.
boy.
Love that.
Isn't Doctor Doom like a
Yeah, he's like 7 feet tall.
Isn't he pretty? Like, he's not like scrawny. He's like,
Well, a lot of it is the armor he wears too, because he got into
he has armor. I thought he only had his mask and his cape.
no, he has a full armor set because his whole body was fucked because he got into an explosion. Like his
Well,
face.
yeah. I know.
like,
that,
everything's
like,
fucked.
it depends on what comic you're reading,
yeah.
but like through his experimentation, he fucking fucked up his body.
Yeah, and so like he wears a full like suit that has like the green cape and like coat around it, and then the mask and the hood and shit. My thing is, if you're gonna, because they're doing the Secret Wars, they're not doing original Secret Wars. They're doing that newer one where like Omega God level Doom like rips the spine out of
Thor?
Galactus, or who was it?
No, it's
Thanos. Yeah, that's the thing. Is I'm
That's
like,
what they're doing.
they're using that comic run because that comic run has Doom in it.
Because like he goes like, "Do you still have the Infinity Gauntlet?" He goes, "No," but like that doesn't.
I don't need that to kill you.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then-
he just immediately.
grabs his spine and disintegrates him.
That comic is actually kind of rad.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and that comic, that's the thing. It like as much as people like to go, oh, it's a Marvel thing. It is 100% fucking Mr. Fantastic and Doctor Doom beefing throughout multiverses.
How many comics are there that were like it really just ends with like the bad guy winning? Because I
mean,
feel
the-
like a lot of these comics, it's like
Well, so the-
then
the-
like you like. They all rally together and then somebody like figures out something and then they
Well,
win.
the-
But because I would love like a movie like this movie to be like, no, like maybe this Doom movie is Doom's the protagonist.
Well, that's kind of the thing with comics. Like, even if the bad guy wins,
It's gonna get reversed very soon.
yeah,
like
Oh, I
it's-
hate that.
A run might end that way, but then the very next arc for that character is going to be the fucking get back.
I mean,
the thing is, the few times they've done that is like Norman Osborn was president for a while.
Yeah,
and
and
that
then, like,
lasted a while. Where he
Devil's Reign,
was, yeah,
the fucking City of Bane shit.
Which okay, I want to
Which
keep it
is
a buck.
why I like
if
the-
I was anyone close to Batman, I'd be like, bro, you cannot keep your city safe for more than a week.
Yeah.
we went City of Bane, Scarecrow,
I've been meaning
Joker.
I've been meaning to ask you this forever. I saw a thing on TikTok. I don't know what run it's from, but it's where Dick goes missing, and Bruce has to take over as Nightwing.
Yeah, that's a new thing
I want to see that.
where he's beefed up.
Yeah,
No.
he's,
oh, I saw that same thing on TikTok.
and the panel's like, Bloodhaven needs its savior.
Dude,
I was
no,
like, God damn.
it's so funny because you realize how big Batman is when he's in Nightwing's costume. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the hospital bills in Bloodhaven are going
Because
way up.
they definitely make like Dick like he's lean as fuck.
Well,
and
he's an
still
acrobat.
big.
Like, he's an
still
acrobat, yeah.
built.
He's
though.
built.
I mean, and you know how they draw like some of those guys in comics where it's that thin, like waist.
thin waist, but then like muscle.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
Batman is like still built, but then it just goes straight down.
no, Batman is huge arms, but his body, like his head is here. Fucking boof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bull.
It's funny because of all the Robins, the Dick, Tim, and Damian are like the
Bruce Wayne is the fucking Bunta of the Gotham universe.
really is.
100%.
Like he steps in Dick Grayson's shoes and does a better job.
Well, better job is because that's the thing. Comic wise, it is canonical that Nightwing is the better vigilante than Batman because he consistently has better like.
Every time Batman dies, it's always Nightwing that takes the cowl.
The one time Tim Drake did it, we got a shitty future where he made a fucking AI that like destroyed everything. Damian becomes Batman and he kills people.
Wouldn't you say that the Batman, that's only hindrance becoming better is his fucking rules?
Well, no, because Nightwing has those same rules.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, Batman is
Really?
obsessive.
But because of the rules, he has to perfect certain things to keep from killing people. And I think that adds to the character and his specialities.
Well, look at Red Hood. He will kill people, but that makes him more of a monster because he will cross that line more often than not. Even when it's like, oh, they don't deserve it, but he gets so used to killing that like whenever that like one of the things now is when Red Hood finally legitimately put the guns away. And it was like, I'm gonna do it your way for a while. He was a better vigilante for a while. It worked because it was like, that's the thing. Batman's whole philosophy is like, because Jason's thing was like, I'm not talking about killing Penguin or the Two-Face. I'm talking about the Joker. And Batman's like, if I kill one, I'm killing them all. Because he knows he's that unhinged. That
What's the one where Jason is
Red Hood.
okay? Who is Dick Grayson's Nightwing? Then who
Tim
is
Tim.
Then when Tim is in the diner,
That's Jason.
Oh, that's Jason.
That's the
That was that they were doing all the different alternate universe shorts of him.
Oh.
And when Jason finds out as a Joker, just stabs him
right in the fucking
Yeah.
eye. Oh, that was
Dude,
just like.
that one actually
Oh,
that
bats.
would be fun to do one night because I have that Blu-ray. We could make the choices because it's an interactive movie.
What?
Yeah, that's where all those come from. Is you make a choice like, does Robin live or die here? And like you make those decisions. Oh, does Jason kill this person or and you get different alternate universe retellings. Like he becomes a violent Red Robin at some point.
the best part of that though is that he reuses the killing joke.
Yep.
Which is.
The 2 men in the insane asylum.
Oh yeah.
That's how he finds out it's Joker talking to him, and he's like, and yeah, just grabs the fork and fucking, yeah, no, that's
And then he
Jason.
just dies laughing.
Yeah, dies laughing, and then he goes to prison and starts killing villains in prison. I was like, damn, dude, I loved that those shorts. Those are great. But yeah,
You know what else I love? Our sponsor, Dubby. If you use code Take It Sleazy at checkout, you can get 10% off and help us out.
hey, they also have new flavors. I kept getting notifications about like 2 new flavors dropped, and I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
New flavors dropping at W. They've probably got some new merch as well. I need to check over in the site again, but
Yeah. Maybe we can.
they don't
reach out
have
to
the
them.
really cool mouse pad. That's the only downside. That apparently was taken down. I guess. But hey, Matt's got it, and it's really cool. But hey, they've got other stuff. Really cool hats, cool shaker cups.
Yeah, the shakers have just gone up and up in quality
Yeah,
every time.
honestly, the current one I have, the white one with the red drip down logo. It's a shake I use every day at work.
Well. Anything else?
Not really. I mean, are we? We're not gonna film anything while we're down in the cabin, right?
I'm gonna figure out maybe if we can do audio something.
Okay.
So then, what we might be able to do is get my iPhone, set it up, record, and then use the little
lapel mic.
lapel mics and pass them between people.
Well, and that lapel mic's it's actually a pretty good mic, so we could have it middle wise, right? Or no?
We could set it up
Yeah.
pretty well. Who knows? But at least I'm gonna do the Call of Cthulhu, which
That's gonna be fun.
I think
Are-
that would be a good one to record.
Are you the one DMing it?
yes sir. And I want it to be scary as fuck.
all the lights off.
I really want
light some candles.
Really want because and this is how I was wanting to do it. Is like normally like when like the classic ghost stories is like, oh, this go like you tell it and you're like, this happened like 90 years in this exact same spot. That's exactly how I'm doing it. I'm literally finding out. I know the history of Jamestown, and I'm trying to integrate it into Jamestown so that we can like. As we're at the lake, I'm like, let's go downtown to Jamestown, and you're like, oh fuck, this is where this happened in our story. That's exactly what I want us to do.
You scare us enough that we're like walking through Jamestown. Me, Ezra, and BJ are like huddled up, just like fuck.
I just have to add some features and try to add. There's like obviously like things that are like game wise like scary.
Well, like we obviously have the sanity meters, right?
But I want this to fucking be freaky as hell.
I have like 3 different ideas for characters.
Okay, yeah, think of characters. I told Ezra, and Ezra was like, don't tell me shit.
Well,
and I tried to explain him the setting, and he was like, that's too much information. I'm going to come up with it on the car ride. And I was like...
Are there specific... So, what time period is
1930s.
1930s? Okay. That gives me... Okay, now I know where
See,
I'm going with.
You're in the same mindset as I was, because he was like, it's either the 20s or the 30s, and I was like... Which one is it?
Why does that matter to you guys?
Well, because one of them is the Roaring 20s and the other is the Great Depression.
Yeah. Like, Roaring 20s would have been, I'm Great Gatsbying that shit. Great Depression is, oh, fuck, I can do some shit with that.
I mean...
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the bit.
I mean, but... okay, let me figure out story-wise.
I'm either being Gatsby or Lenny.
Okay, let me do some research story-wise and also the town of Jamestown history to figure out which one would play better, because obviously Great Depression lends a lot to like horror.
Yeah, because there can be a lot of more abandoned stuff.
Yeah,
run down things.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure figure that one out, because that will make me go, okay, what's a good like 1930s, 1920s characteristic? Because yeah, here's
the other thing. It's if I only want us, I think max with how like our night goes, I think we only need like 3 at most, 3 sessions.
Probably.
And so I need to like trim this shit down to what? Because I literally have so many ideas.
Oh, we makes a whole
I'd be
campaign.
totally fine if it just kept going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we kept going. No, because imagine now it's like we do what we do with BJ, and then we also make another day out. Be like, Ezra, you got to come over. We're doing the Call of Cthulhu session. And we just start doing that. Yeah, I'm super down for it. I'm down to just keep playing tabletop games. I don't care what they are.
I mean,
where we're going.
This is definitely like nothing. I mean, this is gonna be like very cyberpunk-esque, where it's all about like, oh, you want to do this, we got to roll to it, but there's not going to be like battle maps and stuff like that. It's all going to be like, if you guys can figure out the clues. I have 3 different endings.
Oh, nice.
Depending on what you guys are able to pull off.
I'm interested in like, because if this is Call of Cthulhu,
I mean, there's one ending that's really bad. That's so bad for everybody in the world.
Oh, nice. So we're doing Eldritch. It's going Eldritch.
Oh, buddy.
Let's fucking go.
Buddy, it's like,
I mean, I guess,
see if you
Call
guys
of
can
Cthulhu,
fucking
yeah.
stop
Fuck yeah.
an Eldritch being.
Don't say too much. But like, I'm kind of like, okay.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's all in your fucking head. No, I want this shit to be.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be a Man of Medan situation.
Yeah, like that was like, oh, that would be fun, but I'm like, no, I want the fucking.
That would be.
I want us to be like, and technically,
no, but here's the thing.
There's 2 options that could lead to sequels. But there's the one ending that's like, nope,
you're fucked.
Everything's bad.
Well, I feel like the way you can make that ending work of like it was all in your head is if it's like you make the audience and the player or character, whoever's the main character, question if it was all in their head even then, because you end it and like they're in the hospital like, oh fuck, and then you turn around and you see like one of the nurses is like one of those fuckers from like, yeah, sorry.
There is going to be plenty of stuff of, is that in my head or
I mean,
not?
it's Call of Cthulhu. Like, I know you get like a sanity.
In the middle of the campaign. Yeah. But the ending needs to be
finite. Definitive.
Like, yeah.
It needs to have a definitive ending.
Yeah.
In the middle though, I'm
fucking with us.
Ooh, so ready to fuck with you guys. Again, It's so hard to put into 3 days. I can't have this thing. Because
Again,
we're
I
gonna
say
wanna watch
go
movies.
until you. Well, because that's the thing.
But once we get into it, we're gonna be like, no, let's fucking keep going. We don't have shit to do tomorrow. We're just gonna be in this fucking lake house.
like no,
true.
it's like 4 in the morning. We're like, fuck,
That's
y'all
true.
keep going.
That's true. That's true. So
No, yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
We've got 24 hours a day to do whatever the fuck we want. We have no obligations until the
I mean,
last
I
day.
would say it's one of the best things though is just giving us like at least 2 hours on the lake every day. Just because it's there.
Even if we're
Like
not,
we could see like here if we had a week off here, we would obviously just spend it all the time.
I'm assuming the lake's like clean to swim in and shit like that. Like, we're fine. Okay, I just want to make sure.
No, it's actually a runoff for like this.
Well,
Chemical
again, like I don't
corporation.
know like how like I don't go swimming in lakes much. All right, despite me living in the South. There's the one lake we used to go swim at that was down behind my house, and then somebody bought the property there and said you can't do that anymore. And I was like, you fucker. So, and then apparently they fucked up the lake, and now it's like dirty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. So I just had to ask. Okay. But yeah, go check out W. It's great. We will probably have maybe something from there. Well, we're gonna have a me and BJ episode soon when Matt's in Florida.
Yeah.
So-
or not. Hopefully
or
it just
not,
gets
yeah, that could
canceled.
just
I
not
would love
happen.
that.
Oh, also fuck D23 because they didn't say a single goddamn thing about Kingdom Hearts. They didn't say the word Kingdom Hearts one time.
I feel like that I wonder if it, part of it is like Square gets to unveil it, and then once
That
the
doesn't
marketing
make any
cycle.
sense.
Well, I feel like once the marketing cycle starts going in, Disney will probably want to get in. But I feel like it's still first and foremost a Square property that they're gonna be like, we want to be the one to show you.
But the
it
most
off.
information we got from 3 was at D23.
That is true.
That's where
But-
they showed off all the
but
Keyblades.
that was still after Square had announced it and unveiled it. That's what I'm saying. Is I'm like, once they go full in,
But
like,
they already did that.
Have we seen actual gameplay or that little shitty CGI cutscene of Sora running through a town?
We don't know if that was CGI or
Let's
not.
keep it a buck with us. It's CGI.
And as always,
Take it sleazy.